Hey guys, it's Henry, and in this video I'm going to be showing you an email inbox filter automation using Zapier that's going to allow you to quickly filter through the emails that you get, label them and categorize them, decide whether the email requires a response or not, and then generate a response and draft an email in Gmail. So rather than having to manually go through and look at every single email, decide which folder it needs to go into, decide which one requires a draft email or not, AI can take care of all of that for you. So 24/7 in the background, it can just do the work and you don't have to be the one to manually do all of those things, which is obviously really, really helpful. So how it starts is the trigger inside of Zapier is a new email arrives in Gmail. This can be done with Outlook as well or any other email provider. So the trigger is a new email arrives and that is coming into the inbox. So you can pull one of the records out of a previous email that's arrived. AI then in Zapier using ChatGPT is going to filter and decide which inbox label that this is going to require. So it's going to categorize it based on the content of the email. So when we look, we're going to basically pull across the subject, what the subject is, who the sender is, where it's come from, the content of the main body, the body plain text, and the sender name, who it's come from. And the prompt that I've used is this one. It is analyze the email and determine which Gmail label should be categorized under. Based on the subject, sender, and content, choose the most appropriate label from these options. Now, what it had to do, that ChatGPT had to analyze my inbox and decide which specific label it was going to give rather than the label name. So it had to give the actual ID as opposed to the name itself. Now, there's marketing, sales, admin, finance, and delivery. So there's the 5 core ones that I tend to use. And so these are the things that it's going to try and categorize again. So administrative tasks, internal operations, any HR matters. Then the next one is sales. So sales inquiries, leads, customer acquisition and deals. Then we've got marketing, so promotional content, campaigns and brand activities. Then finances, so financial matters, invoicing, payments and accounting. And then we've got business development, growth opportunities, partnerships, expansion, and finally product and service delivery, fulfillment and shipping. So that's actually delivering services. So that might be contact with a client. Marketing might be a marketing email that's been received from someone else or my own marketing emails. Finance might be Stripe notifications. And what else might have a marketing one, for example, something related to Instagram or any kind of marketing based materials. So then the bottom of the quote of the prompt says, return only the label ID. So for example, this label with no additional text. And so that is the only thing that it's going to do. So it's going to filter the email. It's then going to decide which inbox is required. It's then going to add the correct label to the email. So it's going to pull the extracted recommended label from AI. And then it's going to refer to this message, the email that's landed in the inbox, in the message ID from this first email here. And then the label is going to come from this second step. It's then going to archive this email. So it's going to take it out of the inbox. So rather than everything sitting just like masses of emails in your inbox, it's going to archive it. So it's going to move it into the correct label. It's then going to decide whether a reply is needed. And this is where it gets quite smart. It's going to decide based on the content of the email and the prompt that I gave it, whether an email response is required or not. So the prompt here is analyze the email to determine if the reply is required from the recipient. So consider these factors. Is it asking a question that needs an answer? Is it requesting information, action, or decision? Is it a business inquiry or important communication? Does it contain urgent or time-sensitive information? Don't reply to automated notifications, emails from accounts with no reply or no reply in them, marketing emails, spam, confirmation, status updates. Return yes if the email requires a reply and no if it doesn't. It's going to scan the email. It's going to decide either it does or it doesn't require a reply. And then it's going to continue if the reply is needed. So the filter now is if this is a yes step, it's going to continue. If not, it doesn't do anything else. So by this point, it would have categorized it, but not drafted a reply. If it does require a reply, it's then going to move on to the next step and draft the reply for me. So the prompt now, referring to the original email, is write a professional email reply to this message, and then consider the tone and context of the original email, the sender's inquiry, make it helpful, keep it professional, and then include a proper greeting and close. Generate a subject line and email body for the reply. For the signature, please use kind regards, Henry. And then finally, the last step is going to go back into the thread. It's then going to draft the email response. It's going to say who it's going to, the original email sender. It's going to create the body text from the AI step here where it's drafted the reply, and then it's going to sit in the inbox ready to reply. So once a day when I go into the email inbox, I can then see they've all been categorized in filters, just like this. So I can see there's admin, delivery, finances, growth, marketing, and sales. I can see they've all been categorized. There's nothing in the inbox, which is nice because it means there's nothing I have to really deal with. If I see in draft or no draft replies, it means that there's no emails I actually have to send and respond to. So I know just with a quick snapshot that there's nothing I actually need to do at this step.